So,
Okay.
I was giving you the opportunity there. There was a big pause before this.
No.
That I was giving you the opportunity
My
to sow.
start recording hadn't actually started recording. I'm sorry. I thought I had, but it hadn't. I think I double clicked it. So.
No. I'm starting with my sow. They won't know how long the pause was before my sow, but I gave him ample opportunity for the intro.
Yeah, you did, but I was trying to get it recording just in case you messed up the recording again. Trying to help you out, man.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So.
Yes, so.
What's the plan here? I think it's actually a decent matchup. His fast mon is his Gengar.
And our fast mon is our Gengar, which is incredibly awkward. So.
Is it?
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to go with speed tie territory.
Doesn't Scarf Urshifu just beat everything that he might lead with? Like, Wicked Blow chunks most of his team.
The Clefable puts me off that a lot.
Yeah, but what's a Clefable to a Magneton Steel Beam?
Oh no, I was looking at Magneton. Like, the two things that I think we should focus on are Magneton and Lapras, because Lapras is also very good here.
Yeah, Freeze Dry plus Pump kills everything except
I don't think we need a water move. I think we can
You don't
just...
know we need a water move?
I think that Ice and Electric is all we need.
What about Frostmoth?
Iron Head.
Iron Head?
Yes.
On what?
On Lapras.
On Lapras.
Wait, that's
Iron
for Frostmoth.
Head.
Well, I was saying, Ice and Electric covers everything, technically except for Frostmoth, which you can have Iron Head for.
But that won't kill it.
I don't know. I'm gonna have a look now.
Couldn't we just put Dom there and say, "Hi, Frostmoth, you suck"?
I mean, I'm actually curious. How many Frostmoths do we kill with the Dom?
60,000. So you want to focus on Lapras. That's very unusual for us. We haven't actually brought Lapras to a single... Oh, no, we have, but it didn't really do anything.
I don't think we Dynamaxed it yet. Have we Dynamaxed it yet? May have done in the first one.
Gigantamax. I have not Gigantamaxed Lapras yet.
You kill 6 Frostmoths.
With Domaniton?
Yes.
So I think Dom deals with that. So you say Lapras plus...
So what I was thinking of was a Turbo Lapras with an Icy Wind Gengar. Because then you outspeed everything with the Lapras and then do huge damage, get the Veil up, and then they can't really deal with the
leading
Lapras
Gengar.
That was my initial thought, yes.
What's Turbo Lapras?
Just fast. Very fast. Like, when like VGC players say turbo this, it means putting like max speed on a super slow mon.
Right.
Because Lapras can outspeed his Gengar after an Icy Wind.
Interesting. Scarf Gengar, Icy Wind, Turbo Lapras.
Scarf is still a little bit awkward. I was still thinking Sash, but I was also thinking of Scarf Icy Winders.
What else could we do?
The alternative is
Tailwind is not bad.
It isn't, but then the Gengar still outspeeds the Sigilif, and
Gengar outspeeds a tailwinded Sigilif?
Well, not a tailwinded one, but I'm saying just generally. So we would have to Scarf Tailwind, but then that means we have to switch afterwards.
Yeah.
But the alternative is to have Tailwind and Icy Wind on the Sigilif, so we could just go Icy Wind immediately if we needed to.
Yeah. Okay, so Scarf, Icy Wind, Sigilif. His team's so awkward. His team is so awkward. Does he have any Tailwinders?
Frostmoth.
Do you think he's bringing Frostmoth? Yeah, because it's got that special scales thing.
It's both great and terrible at the same time against our team. Like, it hard loses or hard wins against a lot.
Yeah. Like, it hard loses to Dom, for sure.
Yeah.
It probably hard loses to Urshifu. I haven't done the calcs.
It would, yeah. Its defense is terrible.
Yeah. And we brought Urshifu Porygon as a lead a lot.
Yeah, well, the Porygon's the main thing that they need to cover for. Like my main concern is the Lipard, because I can see it being Snarl, Fake Out, and Thunderwave, maybe even Trick Eject Button.
Which would suck if we led Lapras and it Trick Eject Buttoned us.
Yes, it would. But at the same time, if they go with Lipard something, then we would still be able to Icy Wind and Resonance before they would be able to eject us.
So we'd get the screens up either way.
Yeah. That is assuming it's not Gengar Lipard, because then everything else... And we'd have to lose the speed tie as well against the Gengar in that case.
Wait, no, because even if he Trick... No, because if we're Focus Sash, even if he Trick like Shadow Balled... Oh, that would get rid of our... Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. If he Trick Shadow Balled linked to Lapras. But if he led Lipard Gengar, surely we'd just protect Lapras and Icy Wind.
That would probably be the best way to go.
Right? Because protect Icy Wind, he can't trick us anything. Even if he G-Max attacks us with Gengar, it's not doing shit. Then the next turn we outspeed both, and we... like, Shadow Ball his Gengar while Max... icing something.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure an Icy Wind and a Resonance would KO Lipard, because I was looking at Life Orb on Lapras as well. Because you can OHKO a Dynamax Gyarados. Although, you can OHKO it with Modest Life Orb. It's a 50% chance with Timid Life Orb, and you need Timid to outspeed Gengar after Icy Wind. But then, theoretically, it's taken Icy Wind chip.
That's true. It has to have taken Icy Wind chip. Yeah. Because otherwise, it wouldn't be slower, and then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So Lipard Gengar is the worst possible lead for us.
That I can see straight away, yes.
But what happens if he leads Lipard Gengar and then just tricks Max Shadows our own Gengar and outspeeds it and wins the speed tie?
If we protected, that would be pretty bad.
Right? He just gets Gengar.
I wouldn't think he would trick the Gengar though. Like surely he would think like trick the Lapras or the PZ, because those are going to be our Dynamax ones, and you want to eject the Dynamax Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true.
So I can see in most cases we get the Icy Wind, and like one of the main reasons I'm looking at Gengar the most is because it's immune to Fake Out. Because if we went with Scarf Sigilif, it could be faked out. So.
Yeah. No. I agree on the Gengar. I agree on the Gengar Lapras lead, actually. I think that it could be a really, really good lead. And Water Absorb Lapras, or would you go... No, Water Absorb, definitely, right?
Yeah, there's 3 water types. We're definitely Water Absorb.
Yeah. Gyarados, Poliwrath. Oh, Milotic as well. Right. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, Water Absorb Lapras is pretty good here.
Yes. So my thoughts like so far have been lead with Gengar, Lapras, Magneton, something in the back. Because Magneton with Eviolite behind screens takes nothing.
From anything, right?
It's pretty much Earthquake from Gyarados / Max Quake. There's kind of Poliwrath there, but you know, it's a Poliwrath.
But then I think we'd probably live the Earthquake behind screens.
I've had a look, and to be fair, this was at Dynamax, but Magneton with Eviolite easily takes a Max Quake from Gyarados. But I will have a look at just behind screens, not Dynamax.
Well, behind screens is the same, isn't it? It's half the damage.
Not quite. It's a third of the damage. Like it takes, so it's like 2/3 of the damage you take, because in doubles screens it's less effective.
Oh right, yeah. It's only singles where it halves damage. That's true. That's true. I always forget that. Because I'm so used to screens and singles where it's just like, oh, everything is half.
Yes. And we can take 2 Earthquakes from a Gyarados if we're behind screens. If we're Eviolite as well.
So, and then we don't need to take 2 because we kill it with Thunderbolt every single time.
Yes. I was also looking at Rising Voltage as well instead, because I was also looking at Magneton as a max Pokemon. Because again, like Max Quake is the only thing that can deal with it really quickly. So an alternative would be to go with Magneton instead, and then go. And Rising Voltage is 140 base power as max, whereas Thunderbolt is 130. And then you set up the electric terrain, so you're still hitting 140 base power.
Yeah, I mean, I after last week, Boyt, I'm not going to argue with you about anything. Like, I was so down on that Trick Room strat, and then it just ran
Yep.
through.
Yep, it did. You just basically got into a position where you just had to click 4 attacks and 4 things died.
Yeah. So if we go Lapras Gengar lead and Icy Wind set up screens,
Yes.
then Magneton comes in and wins.
That is how I'm seeing this.
Pichu with Lightning Rod? Dedenne with Lightning Rod?
Dedenne doesn't get Lightning Rod.
It doesn't?
No.
Well, that's unfortunate for Dedenne.
Oh yeah, Dedenne sucks. Like it's got the tiniest of niches, and that's entrainmenting Cheek Pouch onto a Key Berry or Moranga Berry Pokemon so that they can recycle that berry and still get defense boosts. It sucks. Don't do it. But that's its niche.
Yeah.
But the Pichu would be the main concern with the Lightning Rod.
Right, but Pichu dies to a Light Breeze, so...
Yes, it would.
So Magneton with Rising Voltage, Protect, probably. Ooh, but using our AVO Light on Magneton, so Togetic
Yes.
and Cottony are basically gone.
Yes, that is my main concern with this. Like, I'm not committed to EVO Light on Magneton, but if we want to bring Togetic. But then, at the same time, Togetic doesn't technically need to be EVO Light. It's still reasonably bulky. It just becomes super bulky.
Yeah, that's true. What am we worried about? I'm looking at his team, and it's like, he's got a lot of stuff that I struggle to kill, like it takes a few turns to kill. But other than Gengar, what does he get KOs with?
The Gyarados has been his main... I think Gyarados is like one of the main Pokemon that's at the top of kills to deaths at the moment. Just gonna have a... Can I do that? Show season stats. There we go.
Gyarados is second overall. It has 12 kills.
Yeah. Although
Primarina has 15 kills.
Yeah, Primarina's been doing pretty well.
Arden's a monster.
It got 7 KOs in the first week.
None of my mons are even close to this.
But that just shows that we've got a very varied team. Yeah.
Because how many kills does a Shifu single strike have?
7. That's not bad.
After last week, it's more now. I haven't submitted the week yet.
Okay.
How many does Pori have? 4, and he got 4 more, so he's on 8 now.
Yeah, not bad.
Wait, is Pori only got reported scores from the first 2 games? Yeah. Pori's only got scores recorded from 2 games.
It's going to get higher then.
Week 1 and week 3. Did he not get any kills any other time?
Did we bring him to week 2? What was week 2?
Oh, dude, at this point, I just
Can't remember
know.
what week 2 was. Oh, it was
Zoe 2 dots.
Yeah, Zoe 2 dots. Yeah.
Porygon got hundreds of kills. Porygon killed her whole team the second game.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. So it definitely should be higher.
I need to go back and fix all these stats. Like,
Yes.
it's my opponents that have been submitting stuff, and I guess that they've not done it great. But right, Lapras, Gengar, Magneton. I feel like Urshifu has to come at least to preview,
Yes, definitely.
and I feel like Porygon has to come at least to preview.
I agree with that.
So we've got one more slot. Lapras, Gengar, Magneton, Urshifu, Porygon. Lopunny is awkwardly 1 point slower than his
Oh yeah.
counter.
Yeah, that is quite frustrating, but there we go. I would say probably Togetic.
Togetic or Dom, right? Because Dom kills a lot of his team.
Pretty much all the non-waters, I think, at Oko's.
Yeah. And then the water types all die to Lapras.
Milotic probably lives.
Not a hit from Dom plus a hit from Lapras.
No, it wouldn't. But even then, we've got
Thunder for max electric, so that we can set up the electric terrain for Magneton's Rising Voltage.
Yes. Yeah, like the 2 moves I have at the moment are Freeze, Dry, and Thunder on Lapras, and I haven't filled in the rest yet.
Fair enough.
Because I've got Freeze, Dry, and Thunder, Life Orb on Lapras, Quadruple Attack, Gengar, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Thunderbolt, and Icy Wind, and then Rising Voltage, Flash Cannon, Protect on Magneton, and that's pretty much as far as I've got.
I like Rising Voltage, Flash Cannon, Protect. we could, and this is like a bit weird, but we could run Steel Beam to guarantee the Ocon Clefable. The other thing is, you said that only Gyarados does damage to Magneton?
Poliwrath as well.
What about Iron Defense?
I wish it had Body Press, but Iron Defense would be reasonable.
If it had Body Press, that would be incredible.
Yes,
But
that's why Magnezone was so good. The other alternative is Magnet Rise, because Gyarados is only hitting Magneton with ground moves. But then
yeah, I mean,
we need to be in a position to be able to Magnet Rise either before the Gyarados comes in or we've Icy Winded it.
Yeah. But it's not like you can't protect Icy Wind.
That is true.
And like everything else we've talked about kills Gyarados. Gengar Thunderbolts it, Lapras Thunders it.
Or even Freeze Dries it.
Or even Freeze Dries it, yeah. Freeze Dry does more, actually, I think. Is it stab? Yeah. No.
It would do the
Slightly
same. It should do the same, because...
Well, 70 plus stab gives 105 and Thunder's 110, so it does slightly less.
Wait, no. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
It's like... doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's still quad effective body bagging. Do you want to run Icy Wind on Lapras as well?
The other two moves are reasonably filler, so Icy Wind would be okay as well.
And then it needs Protect.
It probably should have Protect. Like if you're in a position like if you're in a position like this, like you've got like 2 free moves, Protect probably should be one of them.
So Protect is definitely one of them. And then Icy Wind could be one of them. The problem is if it's Icy Winding, it's taking hits first.
Yes.
And I'm not sure I love that. I might rather have a better max move that hits something. Like, doesn't Ancient Power hit Frostmoth quite effectively?
Yes, it would.
So, how much does Max Rock do to a Frostmoth from Ancient Power? Because that's the big wall, isn't it? To
oh, easily enough. Like, I haven't even put in Life Orb into the calcs or anything, and it's enough, so...
And then Body Press is the other option. But I don't think it's great.
No. No, I don't think it would be too good here. Yeah, Ancient
so
Power.
Ancient Power is probably it. That's like, we could get clutch. If we've got like one Mon that's like about to die and Lapras is doing nothing that turn, it can Ancient Power them on to finish it and maybe get those boosts. And getting the Ancient Power boosts on Lapras, I think that's game, right?
Oh yeah, that would be game.
Yeah, the other thing I was looking at was a Dragon Dance physical Lapras.
The only issue I see with physical Lapras is you have to go Avalanche as its physical move, and then that means that you're not really using
counterintuitive.
Yeah. So you have to max in that case, and then Avalanche I'm pretty sure is 110 as max. Although it could be one of those weird ones where it doubles in power, so the max move is stronger.
Maybe, but honestly, I think we're better off with this. If Ancient Power deals with Frostmoth, I was just saying Dragon Dance so that Frostmoth didn't wall us. But if Ancient Power deals with it, then
Ancient Power is enough.
How much does just Ancient Power do? Still probably a chunk, right? Like 2 hit KOs?
It OHKOs.
Ancient Power OHKOs Frostmoth.
100.6 minimum with Life Orb.
Is that? Did you put the ability in?
Ice Scales is on there, and if I change it, then oh no, the thing doesn't change. Like it says it's Ice Scales, but nothing happened. So
yeah, so it's half that.
Yeah, which means that it's a roll from a Rockfall.
Fair enough, but that's still good. It's good to have a roll.
And Sandstorm would finish it off.
Ice Scales is working for me. I'm doing 41 to 49%.
Okay.
So it's working for me. With a Life Orb. Mod it. Are we going mod it? No, we're going Timid, aren't we?
I think we need to go Timid just because of Gengar.
Timid, Lapras, Life Orb, Ancient Power, guaranteed 2 hit KOs, Frostmoth, as long as it's not invested.
Yeah.
And that means that the Dynamax one should, be a roll. Okay, so the Dynamax is a 56.3% chance to kill.
Yeah.
And that's assuming we've got no other chip damage on it at all.
Yes. And
Frostmoth does not wall this Lapras.
Yeah,
that's the important.
And Sandstorm will finish it off as well in that case. So
yeah,
it's fine.
And Magneton doesn't mind about the sand, so that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like Gengar is a suicide lead, basically. Because it just needs to
Pretty
get
much.
a good Icy Wind off.
If it gets a Icy Wind off, we should be sorted.
So Icy Wind, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb.
And I just had Thunderbolt as well, because of Gyarados.
Yeah, Thunderbolt is good. Haze is also good against his team because
Haze would stop the Poliwrath as well.
And stops Poliwrath from what?
Belly drumming, yeah.
If he belly drums on us with Poliwrath, he probably loses though, right?
He would have gone Clefable Poliwrath in that case.
And follow me, belly drum, right? But Magneton. So should we not give Magneton Steel Beam as its last move so that it OHKOs Clefable?
It's a roll on max special defense Clefable with Steel Beam. I think it was
think he's going max for death?
I think he probably would because of Porygon.
Right. So no point in running Steel Beam or... Well, it's still a roll. It's still not bad to have a roll there.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's chipped at all, and there's a lot on our team that does chip.
Yeah, I was also thinking maybe Electro Web as well. Electro Web is also a way of hitting the Gyarados past the Pichu, which is a funny sentence to say.
Yeah. I'm actually good with Electro Web because it's also another opportunity to lower speeds if Gengar's gone.
Yes.
Because, like, protecting Lapras Electro Web is a play that we could make.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flash Cannon... Steel Beam is so strong. It's so strong.
It is pretty strong, yes.
Pretty strong.
Pretty strong.
It's insane. Okay, Gengar, the last move. Haze is nice for Poliwrath, obviously. But Encore does the same thing to Poliwrath, but better.
It could Dynamax out of the Encore.
Oh, right. Yeah. Never mind. Haze, then.
Could be Clear Smog instead, but...
Yeah, could be Clear Smog instead, but then that can get redirected, whereas Haze can't.
Yeah. Haze will also get rid of Icy Wind speed drops, though.
Yeah. Maybe we just keep the Thunderbolt. Final option would be Ally Switch.
I mean, there's usually nothing wrong with Ally Switch, annoyingly.
Yeah, we've got so much to deal with Gyarados. I almost wonder if it's worth letting Gengar deal with Gyarados, but if he gets Dragon Dance up and we need to Thunderbolt and we've got the Focus Sash, well, that's important.
Yeah, to be fair, if we're Gengar with Lapras or Magneton, we probably want to be Icy Winding and Electric moving instead of Thunderbolting, because they'll survive Thunderbolt in Dynamax.
Yeah.
But they won't survive Icy Wind and Electric Move from other Pokemon.
So do you want to run Ally Switch, Will-O-Wisp? Like, there's so much we can run. There's actually so much we can run here.
Yeah, I can see quite a few viable things.
Alright, I'll leave that to you with your EV spreads. I'm sure you'll come up with something cool.
Maybe when we have the 6 Mons, the final move will become more obvious. But yeah, we've got these 3. We need to come up with the others.
Yeah, Urshifu here. He outspeeds most of the team. The things he could outspeed with a Scarf, it would be nice to outspeed, obviously. Like Lipod, Gengar, and Dedenne are all nice to outspeed.
But at the same time, we have Icy Wind and Electro Web now.
Exactly.
So,
I wish we had a Sticky Web setter.
Yeah, Sticky Web usually
what's
is
wrong
non-good
with
mons.
Cottony with this Cotton Spore?
Lipod is immune. Lipod can taunt us first.
Yeah, right. I forgot that even if it's not targeting a dark type, it's still immune. I hate that.
But yeah, the biggest thing putting me off was they out prioritize us with the taunt. So
yeah,
Mental Herb Cottony, let's go.
Yeah, full offense Cottony to get some kills.
I mean, it's got one already. I'm content with that.
Yeah, it got a kill. It's done its job. So with Urshifu, I also don't see the point in running Band because he's got 2 fairies.
Yes.
And banding into a dark or fighting move, like banding into a stab move, could be really bad for us. And plus, a lot of the stuff that we would be hitting with dark or fighting dies anyway.
Yeah, I was also thinking we don't need fighting on the Urshifu as well. We can get away with Wicked Blow, Thunder Punch, and Iron Head.
That does cover everything. Yeah, Iron Head, Wicked Blow, Thunder Punch, it covers everything. Do we want... Does Iron Head kill Frostmoth in 1 hit? Probably.
Probably. It wouldn't kill Clefable in 1.
Oh no, it 2-hit kills Clefable. I've been playing a lot of singles, and Urshifu is not an answer to Clefable. Like, you have to predict the switch-ins, so...
Yeah.
It does about 50 to 55%.
Okay. That's a 2-shot, so... We'll just flinch it, it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just get the flinch. U-turn is viable. Bulk up is viable. Coaching is viable. Wait, no, coaching is not viable. Nothing else on the team is physical. We need to bring Darmus the last slot. We've got no other physical mons.
Well, Urshifu would be a physical mon.
Yeah, but other than Urshifu, we've got no other physical mons. Do we need physical mons, though?
I don't know, like...
The problem is if he goes to Spadef everything, like... We could run Protect on Urshifu. It's not bad.
Do they have Imprison? They do have Imprison. Like, they have an Imprison on Gengar, so we need to run Detect instead of Protect. Tiny optimization, but that's what you should do.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, is it worth running a Protect move on Urshifu?
Same logic as of Protect, Icy Wind, Electro Web, etc.
That's true. I'll put Detect on it for now. And then it's about the item on Urshifu. I mean, you could run Expert Belt. It's almost a Life Orb at this point. Like, we're never clicking a move that isn't super effective.
Against most things, yeah. Expert Belt should be fine. Yeah, I can see Expert Belt.
Perhaps. I'll put it on for now.
Yeah.
Porygon's probably not coming to any game, is it?
Probably not. It's still pretty reasonable. Like, a lot of things die to Max Strike, but most things, like, there's more things than normal that survive. Like, Gengar is immune, Milotic would live, Frostmoth would live, Clefable, I think, can be EV to live if we're not Life Orb. So, there's quite a few things that would survive.
Frostmoth lives. That's insane. What else lives? You said Milotic?
Milotic can be EV to live, and Clefable. This is assuming non-Life Orb, though. Like, Life Orb can still tip the balance.
But you want the Life Orb on the Lapras.
I think Life Orb is very good on Lapras here.
Porygon, also awkward speed. I don't know, well, after Icy Wind, it does just kill stuff. Again, always.
Well, you can still just go Specs, because if we're planning on Dynamax in the Lapras, then just go Specs instead.
Yeah.
Just make sure that the Gengar is dead first.
If the Gengar's dead, we just spam Specs, Tri Attack / Hyper Beam.
Yep.
We can give it Shadow Ball for Gengar just in case we need it. Or is Psyshock for Gyarados, right? For Gengar, because Psyshock will hit Gengar, but it will also hit the Grapploct and the Poliwrath.
Yes. Dark Pulse only hits the Executor, but that's also hit by Shadow Ball. Yeah, I think Psyshock is slightly better.
So Tri Attack, Hyper Beam. Psyshock versus Psykick. I like Psyshock because I think he's gonna lean heavily into Spadef.
And Gengar has less defense than special defense, so Psyshock.
And then the last move, Tri Attack, Hyper Beam, Psyshock.
Maybe even just Icy Wind again. Or Electro Web, because that hits Gyarados better.
Would work.
Yeah, they don't have a ground type, so it would just be Pichu that would be immune. Can you imagine an endgame of Pichu versus Specs Electro Web PC?
That would be very unfortunate. What else could it be?
Could be Trick.
I like Trick. I like Trick a lot, actually, because it, like, Polarath being tricked is huge. I don't know why I just put an EV spread on this Porygon. Right, so last mon. I feel like Dom is really good because it kills everything that's not a water type. I think he might go hard rain against us, though.
He now has Prankster Rain Dance, so that would be a
Lipod.
Yes.
Yeah. He also just maxes Gyarados or maxes Polarath and sets up rain, like manual rain.
Yes.
With the max geyser. But like manual rain just, if he goes rain, if he goes hard rain against us, Lapras just sits there and goes, oh, hi.
Have some hail or some sand.
Oh, true as well, yeah.
Wait, not some hail.
Oh, I can't hail. No,
have
but
some sand.
like sand.
Yes.
But it also absorbs water, like...
Yes.
So Poliwrath's the only real threat to Lapras.
Pretty much.
Like, what else hurts Lapras? The Dene? Not really.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Grapploct, but that also doesn't count.
So it's tempting to go non-EVO like Magneton and then EVO like Togetic, because Togetic Lapras. What does it lose to?
To be fair, he doesn't actually have too much to break the Togetic itself, apart from Gengar.
Right? That's what I was thinking. Like, if Gengar dies, doesn't Togetic just wall everything?
Quite possibly.
But then again, I really want to run Dom. Like, Scarf Dom here is so good.
We do have Magneton and Lapras that can take care of the water types.
Right?
If we have Dom, Shifu and PZ as the last, that means we're not having Togetic at all.
No, and that's why I'm struggling with that. Like, do we just not bring PZ to preview and bring Dom Togetic?
Possibly.
But not bringing PZ to preview, we said at the beginning of this, PZ comes every single time.
It really should.
This is difficult. I don't know what to do. Tell me what to do. If you don't like Dom, you don't like Dom, and we'll bring Togetic.
Dom is fine, but there are just triple water staring it down. One with Intimidate as well.
Yeah. Who's better here, Urshifu or Dom? It's Urshifu, right?
I think generally it probably would be. Because Dom would pretty much just be flare blitzing something, which is not a bad thing, but...
No, it's not a bad thing. It's never bad. Amount flare blitz, never bad.
Urshifu is still hitting everything pretty hard.
Yeah, plus he ignores Protect. Plus, Triple Water doesn't bother Urshifu anything like as much.
No.
Oh, if only Lapras's ability was Storm Drain.
That would have been so much better.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so Togetic is our last mon. I think if we're bringing Togetic, though, we need to run it with Eviolite as a wall. And then Magneton. Will Magneton still take an EQ without Eviolite?
Yes, because it took 2 with Eviolite, so it would still be able to take 1.
Right. So, and then we go sturdy on it, probably.
Yeah, the fact that we're trying to Icy Wind Electro Web things means Analytic is a bit pointless, and he doesn't have a Steel type, so...
So what item do we then put on Magneton?
Yes, that becomes a little bit more awkward. Oh, Weakness Policy, that's free.
I'm not... Yeah, I'm already typing it. Weakness Policy is actually huge, because maxing the Magneton is something we talked about as well. It's got Sturdy, which is great. At +2, it one-shots Clefable with a Flash Cannon. At +2, it one-shots basically anything with Rising Voltage, especially in electric terrain.
Yes, +2 KOs everything. I don't even need to calc for that.
Yeah, so...
Maybe Executor probably lives. Maybe Frostmoth.
But Executor doesn't live a +2 Flash Cannon. Surely.
Probably not.
I mean, Magneton's special attack is 1.
It wouldn't survive a Steel Spike.
No, it definitely wouldn't survive Steel Spike. I mean, maxing Magneton is actually a huge play here.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I was seeing either Lapras or Magneton being the Maximon. Both were very reasonable.
Oh, we can change one game to the next.
Yes.
So Togetic with Eviolite, of course. I'm gonna give it Serene Grace just because it doesn't really matter normally. Standard, Follow Me for sure.
Life Do if we're setting up screens for sure.
Life Do for sure. Like the Follow Me Life Do is so like. You can stack Light Screen with Aurora Veil, right? Or does it have no effect?
You can't stack.
It doesn't fail. It still puts it up, but it doesn't do anything, right?
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was about to say, we could just run 2 screens, Follow Me Life Do, double screens, and then just set up screens and Aurora Veil and be like, you do 0.
Yeah, that would have been no damage.
Thunder Wave. He does have 2 immunities.
That could be okay. We are going for, like, heavy speed control.
Yeah. Yawn.
Yawn is always good.
Yawn is always good.
What attacking move would it need? Probably just Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah, I think Dazzling Gleam. You only run the attacking move just in case it's a 1v1 at the end.
Yeah. And we've already seen, like, Togetic got 2 KOs because it just had an attacking move, so...
I wish it got Tailwind.
Oh, yes. But then VGC Series 1 to 5 would have been hell with Togekiss still having Tailwind.
This is true. I'm trying to think. I like Yawn a lot. I just like Yawn a lot.
Yeah.
Because, again, he's a newer player, so it's like Yawn is really good against newer players, but then Charm is a good option.
Although we are probably going to be setting up Electric Terrain at some point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So Yawn is a little less good. Like, it's a play around, but it's not a good play around to have. So I'm with you on that. Yeah. Funny thing about Togetic is its special attack isn't bad either. It's 80. It's not like it's super weak.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We need to have a weakness policy Togetic. If we've already qualified, we're going to have Ice Shard. Yeah, we're going to lead Togetic Lapras. We're going to Ice Shard the Togetic and max it instead.
And max it?
But yeah, you got to make use of it the most.
Got to get the sweep with weakness policy Togetic.
If we qualified, then yes, we are doing that at some point.
Oh, I'm down. I am so down.
Helping Hand is always good.
Helping Hand is probably the I was thinking the T because
even
there's
something
a few things
like,
that are rolls.
Well, like Helping Hand Thunderbolt from Gengar would KO Max Gyarados.
Yeah. And that isn't a situation that's unlikely.
Yeah.
The other option is just Serene Grace Ancient Power. It helps us hit the Frostmoth if we need to like chip it a bit. And if we got the boosts, this thing does not die.
Can't really see how we would break it if we do get a boost.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, this last move is filler anyway. Follow Me and Life Do are going to be clicked 99% of the time.
Yeah.
So it's between Ancient Power and Helping Hand. And while I see both as good, and Helping Hand to be more likely to be clicked, Ancient Power just wins the game.
Yeah,
if we get the boosts. 20% of the time, you just win.
I will have a look at the calcs and see how necessary Helping Hand is.
Alright, I will put Ancient Power on it for now then. Gengar's last move is empty, because that all comes down to everything else.
Which we almost have at this point.
Yeah, maybe Thunderbolt is still good. Like, just another way to kill Gyarados.
If we have Helping Hand on Togetic, I would definitely keep Thunderbolt.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Like at the moment,
Infestation.
Does it still get it this generation?
Oh, I haven't put it to VGC, that's true.
Yeah, it doesn't get it this gen. Like, I'm seeing 6 mons with 4 moves and an item. Like, I've got a team filled out.
Alright, well, You go off then, Boyt. I'm going to let you do these amazing EV spreads. We'll actually record the team builder this week once you're done.
Yes.
But I appreciate you. And I'm looking forward to seeing these spreads and the document that tells me how I'm going to win again. What about Destiny Bond? With Sash Gengar.
Destiny Bond is still pretty reasonable.
Like, Icy Wind Destiny Bond is not bad, especially since we're Sash Gengar. So we Icy Wind, then we just debond while we set up the screens. Gengar goes down, Magneton comes in, and we win.
Quite possibly. I could see that.
All right, I'll let you calculate. I'll let you make all the decisions, boy. You're in charge. This is...
No,
I do like your comment on the latest battle. I'm so glad I managed to get a win in the WBE.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with what we got at this point.
Yeah, me too. All right, dude. Thank you very much. Have fun with the EV spreads, and I'll see you in a bit.
Cool. See you later. So, back for the EV spreads. Okay, so from memory, Lapras needed to be at least that speed. Pretty sure, because it's Gengar at -1. Not sure why I'm calculating it like this, but I'm pretty sure it was 119. 120 would be 180. Maybe 100... No, wait. It was 119, right? Yeah, because Gengar at -1 is 180. Because round down and all that stuff. So, really, it could probably just be that, because that's also a Life Orb number. And we want to be doing big damage. But is there anything that we need to survive? Pretty much Poliwrath and Executor. Or what about being able to KO? Because I know that it's a roll on Gyarados. But hopefully we're getting Icy Wind Chip. Yeah, it's a wonderful roll. And they could very easily be having some bulk as well. Which they should be doing because they don't need max speed. So we definitely need Icy Wind Chip, so I think we just need the max speed. Not the max speed, the max special attack. But is there a justification for going actual max speed? Because Poliwrath, if it's just adamant, hits 122, and we can hit 123. So is that tiny bit of bulk actually necessary? Because would they need to... No, they should be... I had a look at their spreads previously, and they were going for max speed when they were speed tying with a 70 before. So they're probably doing that again with Magneton and Flapple. But that tiny bit of HP, while it could be nice, could be catching a Poliwrath that's adamant. So what was the close combat roll like? Okay, we are not living like that. What about just Dynamax? Let's try Choice Band as the worst case. Because that would be the biggest hit, I think, against the... Oh, we're living anyway. Yeah, so nothing can OHKO this Lapras. Executor, pretty sure this won't happen as well, but what about Choice Specs Leaf Storm? Ah, something can OHKO this Lapras. Interesting. Wouldn't have expected that. Executor is pretty strong though, but I wouldn't have expected that. But then we're just blowing the Executor back with Max Freeze Dry. He says as it's not getting a Dynamax one. But then we're living Life Orb Overgrowth. Yes, we are. Wait. Yes, we are. So I think I'm okay just to go max speed, just to try and catch that adamant Poliwrath, because that is not much. Like that's 3 HP, and Lapras has loads of it anyway, so I think I want to try and catch the Poliwrath. Did the Thunder calc change on the Gyarados if I just take 8 out and split the 4s? Yes, it looks like it would. Because if they are just like that... Oh, wait. Yeah, it does. So, what a wonderful spread on Lapras, but I'm content with that. Gengar, that's going to be pretty easy. We want to speed tie with their Gengar. We are Focus Sash. Pretty easy. But this one I actually am going to split the 4s because I can. Magneton. So I don't think I want Timid Magneton, even though they're probably going to be Jolly Poliwrath. Because even though they'd hit us first, that would activate a weakness policy. And we'd be sacrificing a lot of bulk or a lot of special attack. So I want a Rising Voltage to KO or a max Rising Voltage, I should say. Although it's setting it as 120 base power, so I'll put it as Thunder instead, because Rising Voltage is 140 as max. Well, that's convenient. Don't really need anything. Life Orb, just Earthquake, not Max Quake. Earthquake, without the Eviolite, is going to blow us back. Maybe not if it's not Life Orb. Still going to blow us back, because we're probably not going to have that many EVs. But we're sturdy, so... because we're sturdy, maybe we do just go max speed and just 2-5-2 it again. What else? Good Fable. Okay, but that's not fully specially defensive, which I would expect, and we've got no chance. We've got a tiny chance, but not much of a chance. So I think we need at least 119 speed on Magneton, like before with the Lapras. About Milotic. That wasn't Dynamax, was it? Oh, that's just regular Rising Voltage. So that means, yeah, there. Okay, Max Lightning would KO that Milotic, but Milotic would be Calm to survive Max Strike from PZ, so we're not KOing that as well. But, actually, no, wait, Rising Voltage in Terrain, because that does more. Okay, can we KO a Milotic that's built to survive a Porygon? I always click the default Porygon, and that's not what you should do. Always Picolytic set, because that defaults to Hyper Beam with Life Orb. How much do they need? Because I know that Milotic can. There we go. So can Magneton KO that with an Electric Terrain Rising Voltage? Yes, it can. That's with Max Lightning. And that's with Analytic, though. I thought something was off. There we go. 156. 119 speed. So it's not going to have too much bulk. But because it's sturdy, it shouldn't matter too much. Hopefully. Yeah, no, that's not the bulkiest of Pokemon, but it does have Sturdy. And it will become pretty bulky if it Dynamaxes. We'll go with that for now. Don't want to attack. Wait, that's different. It's 176. Is that right? What was I missing here? Just 228. I'm missing something obvious. The fact that I went to 109 instead of 119. That's the obvious thing. Silly me. Right. Togetic. Again, nothing can KO this. In one. Even the Gengar. I'm pretty sure Life Orb Sludge Bomb can't do it. Even Choice Specs. Yep, no chance, even though that is pretty calm, but that will be the benchmark. It's pretty easy. Any need for speed? Technically graplocked, but don't care. Defensively. Gyarados, Life Orb in the rain. Easy. If I go bold, and they're +1 in the rain, but without Life Orb. That's probably a better benchmark. Because that's if they've got a Moxie boost and they've set up the rain. I think I prefer that. Because Specs Gengar is not going to be a thing. There's no chance. Even then, we're living a lot of the time. That seems pretty reasonable. PZ. This one should be fast. This one should be outspeeding Gyarados, so it hits 147 speed. It's already living. Oh, that's Waterfall in the rain. So, I want to live just Waterfall. Oh, Max Geyser more like. Be that. Here we go. Very nice. We just want big damage with this PZ, so and then Urshifu again needs to outspeed Gyarados. Who needs to be faster, PZ or Urshifu? They're against Clefable something. Which one should be attacking the Clefable? It should be the PZ. Because then Tri-Attack probably does more than Iron Head. But then, would we want the Urshifu to take care of the Clefable if it's been damaged already, so that the PZ can try attack the other thing? I think PZ. So then Urshifu can do it without plus speed, which is nice. KO Gyarados with Thunder Punch. Okay, that's nice. That's regular Gyarados, but that's still nice. That's the benchmark. With Expert Belt, you can do that. Okay, and that leaves a reasonable amount of bulk, to be fair. You can live a Life Orb, Max Geyser. Oh, you can do that without anything. Can't live Clefable. If it was Dazzling Gleam, we might be able to live, but that would need an Assault Vest, actually. You can't live Clefable even with Assault Vest, Moonblast, that is. Don't know what unplugged from my computer there, but Executor. I'm pretty sure that just gets bopped, but it does indeed get bopped. Even Dynamax probably has a chance of being KO'd, but then that's not some bulk, so very much gets bopped. Oh, but that's Max Darkness, which is slightly stronger than Wicked Blow, but yeah, that's still blowing it back. Fable. I'm going to put Iron Head just in case Dynamaxing Urshifu becomes necessary. Looks like it would be able to KO if they were calm instead. Very much so. What else would there need to be? Surviving Gyarados. Gengar doesn't gleam, which probably still KOs as well. Oh yeah. Yeah, it does. Even with reasonable amount here. Could run a Soul Vest, but the Expert Belt was quite nice. But then that is... Surely they wouldn't be Intimidate, because the main thing they'd want to Intimidate is Urshifu, and we're critting through the Intimidates anyway, and then the rest of the team is special, so... Maybe we could get away with the Soul Vest here. We'd be able to get a Dazzling Gleam from Gengar and Clefable. Not Moonblast from Clefable, but surviving a Dazzling Gleam could be important. Based on like the Wicked Blow calcs on Executor, actually. We haven't used Soul Vest, have we? No. Assault Vest would also let us have Sucker Punch. I think the calcs have shown it needs Sucker Punch, because the living the Gengar, like, if we don't live Gengar and we don't have Sucker Punch, then that is pretty detrimental. So I'm leaning towards Assault Vest more now, because there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I say only. That's like half the team. Pichu technically is as well, so 6. So yeah, Assault Vest on Urshifu. It was nice to KO the Gyarados with Thunder Punch, but they should be Moxie. 1 doesn't matter. 2 doesn't matter. 3 would matter. 4, they should be Moxie. then the 156 becomes pointless again. Because that was an expert belt calc. Sucker Punch will always KO. Gengar, right? No, it's without expert belt. Yeah, easy. How much am I doing to Gyarados without -1? But just Dynamax. Maybe even Max Lightning. That would KO it. Live the Gengar. Doesn't gleam. Oh, Max. Definitely can't live that. Don't need any investment, really, for it to survive doesn't gleam. Which is nice. For Fable doesn't gleam. Because we can't live Moonblast. Can't reasonably live Moonblast. Like, that would need a lot. And then we're losing out a lot of damage. Yeah, that. Oh, that's. I was gonna say if that was Iron Head, that was good, but that's not. We're surviving that easily. Oh, that's because I pulled the stuff up. We're still surviving it easily. What if they are modest and full? Would still need a lot. There's no point in living a geyser from Gyarados and just bounce, or Airstream, or whatever. Close combat from Poliwrath. We're not living. Still not living. Seeing too much else. This is the last one, right? Because I've done the others. Like that. It's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, so it is just this. I was just trying to find something. I should just Wicked Blow due to Frostmoth because that's got terrible defenses. That is still KOing, which is nice. Do we drop? We do drop the speed of Milotic, so Milotic can get to +2. So if they Dynamax the Milotic to make use of the boosts. Why is that doing so little? Because I haven't boosted it yet. Can't live that anyway. But living that one, so. Let's just Lipard. Lipard gets play rough, right? Yeah, we're living. Oh, are we living? Oh, look at that, it's a benchmark. Did they need max speed on Lipard? Yes, they did. Of course they did. We got a Lopunny. That is a benchmark. Would you look at that? Actually found something. Hoping that Lipard actually does get player off. Yes, it does. Okay, that's the benchmark for sure. Okay, excellent. Wonderful. So, that should be the team.